Hey everyone, I'm Dave Morris from the Oklahomans Video Studio. It's our Downtown OKC segment. Happy to be joined by Mallory O'Neill and Stacy Singler. Sanger. Yep. I almost said Sanger and I was like, no, that's not right. It's Singler. Stacy Sanger, everybody.
It's a lot of S sounds too.
Double S. And a very simple name as well. Mallory O'Neill. This sounds awfully Irish.
It's pretty Irish.
Yeah. Like full on.
Full on. I'm wearing my green today. I'm ready to celebrate.
I mentioned this is a regular segment here at Downtown OKC. And we've talked about St. Patrick's Day and the parade. This will be the third time. And the first time the two of us are actually wearing green.
Third time's a charm,
That's
right? Is that the way to say? So yeah, we finally got it. And Stacy is
it's green.
Wearing greenish.
It's greenish.
It's a muted.
Not buying this story.
It's my most green shirt in my closet.
Has the most green tint of anything. Well, let's back up. We talked about the O City Parade the last time we caught up.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Oh my gosh, it was great. So it was this past Saturday. We had a huge turnout. A chance of rain in the morning, so I think it scared a little bit of people, but it ended up being clear and beautiful. We had thousands of people in Bricktown, and it was a great day.
I was down there at the Tapworks area towards the end. There were a lot of people. We actually live streamed it on a little bit of it on our Facebook page on News OK. You can go see that. It's a good crowd.
Yeah.
The bagpipers were fantastic.
Of course, they're always great, and they just like spontaneously jump into different restaurants and bars throughout Bricktown in that day, so it's like great to.
And it's like the
just
one
catch 'em.
time a year where a bagpiper's welcome to just spontaneously hop in, right?
Yeah, and not scare you while you're eating.
Right,
You're
because
like,
if
what's
it's
going on?
mid-October, you're like, really, dude? You're the bagpipes, not so
What
much.
is this? Yeah, no, it's good if it happens on that day.
We
So.
also previewed the downtown tours of various residences, condos, apartments, well, maybe not, apartments in this area. How did that go?
It was awesome.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, we had a huge turnout.
We were expecting like 500 people to come out, and we had just shy of 2,000.
Wow.
So it was crazy to see downtown on a Sunday that packed. So usually it's pretty quiet around here, but the streets were packed, parking lots were packed, restaurants were packed. So I hope that everyone was out touring and then stopping to eat, going back on the tour. It was great.
Seems to indicate that people are still interested in the possibility of living in an urban core such as downtown Oklahoma City.
Definitely. And something we didn't know what to expect was the average age of people attending, and it was almost all 50 and above. So it was.
Oh, really? So more maybe empty nesters wanting to relocate down here?
Coming back downtown. So I thought that was really cool.
It was awesome. And it was so cool because there were so many new properties that people haven't seen yet. So it was great for people to get a chance to come into these new properties that are just opening this year.
Such as Metropolitan, that was new. The Frank, I hadn't even really heard of the Frank. And that's really that side of downtown is really growing fast.
Oh yeah, such a variety. There were two buildings. One was built in 1919, I believe, and the other was 2014. So actually almost a century apart. Just so crazy.
Yeah, so cool.
All right, so it's St. Patrick's Day in Oklahoma City. What's happening today?
So
McNelly's is starting us off. They're actually already going. So they started at 10 o'clock this morning in Midtown.
Yeah, we got some catching up to do. We got to get over there. So.
You guys like, Dave, wrap this up?
We got to go, yeah.
You got to work.
Yeah. Exactly.
Green eggs and ham. That's kind of a breakfast on Irish days, right?
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure
exactly
I've ever
right.
had green eggs and ham.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there'll be plenty of green beer at McNelly's.
Yes.
Of course, there'll be that.
Yes.
That's happening all
Irish
all
car
day.
bombs, drink specials, food specials, live music, a live DJ. So I think it's 10 to midnight, something like that.
And they block off that little intersection there at 10th and Walker, the roundabout area there, and kind of make it a big event.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. I've been going to that for something like 6 years now, and it's a blast.
Always
So
a
when
party.
you walk out, they're like, Stacy!
Hey girl!
Good to see you. Welcome back.
All right, what other activities can people get into today?
Well, yeah, so that's happening in Midtown. That's the big one. And then Bricktown starts at 2 o'clock. So it's the corner of Oklahoma and Reno. It's our Bricktown St. Patrick's Day block party. It's going to be really big. It's from 2 to midnight. Some great live local musicians playing. Josh Salee and My So-Called Band are kind of headlining the event at 9 p.m. and at 10 o'clock.
Cool.
A couple food trucks, some great beer options. Local breweries are going to be out. Anthem, Coop. So it's going to be really cool. We're excited.
Get off work, head down to Bricktown later tonight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Plenty of fun to get into there.
Yes.
Can even make a pit stop at Automobile Alley's Shop Hop. So tonight
right.
is our monthly Shop Hop. So we'll hit up Shop Hop and then head straight over to the block party.
Yep.
Should be a good time. Let's go live to Dublin, because why wouldn't you go live to Dublin on St. Patrick's Day, right?
Of course.
So this is a live look at Dublin, Ireland at the Temple Bar, which is actually two things. The Temple Bar area is kind of like Bourbon Street, and the Temple Bar is what you're actually looking at there, the actual bar called the Temple Bar. I was just in Ireland earlier in February in this area, and it really was a lot like Bourbon Street. Crowded and packed
People
like you would not
everywhere.
believe.
Yeah.
You know, you see the packs of guys, you see the packs of bachelorette parties, that sort of thing. But it
This
looks
is
like
a really similar vibe to McNally's.
This is actually streaming from there.
that's right. It's actually Midtown right now. Dublin, Ireland's 6 hours ahead of us, so it's like 4:40 over there. So it's happy hour.
Yeah, they're well into their day. Then.
They're well
Yeah.
into their day.
They don't look crazy enough yet. They better pick it up.
Give them a few more hours.
A few pints going on there. All right,
Yes.
very cool.
That's awesome.
We mentioned the Bricktown area. Just north of there is Deep Deuce. You have Deuce Days and Jazz Nights. What's going on there?
Yeah, that's happening every Tuesday in Deep Deuce. So during the day, a lot of the local retailers and restaurants are doing different specials to get people to come shop and come eat. And then at night, live jazz is happening. So usually always at 3 places and sometimes more. So it's really great. And it's happening weekly. So.
I know Whiskey is one of those locations,
Yes.
WSKY. And they announced that they're going to shut down for a few days to renovate, and they're going smoke-free on the, I believe, on the ground floor level, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, we're actually excited for that too, because then you can just kind of meander back and forth from that and Slaughter's Hall, and it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, Jared and Clayton do a great job there. Slaughter's Hall is another location, I believe, for the Jazz Nights, which is right next door to each other. Legends Night. What is Legends Night?
Legends Night was actually inspired by the same Deuce Day Jazz Night kind of theme. We got together with the retailers in the district, and what we love about all of these events is that they're so authentic. They come straight from the retailers. This was their idea, it's their baby, but we just happen to have some extra funds to throw out at an additional event that's going to happen quarterly, which is Legends Night. And there are musicians who grew up playing in the district from age 14 on, who are now in their 60s and 70s, who are still playing. And so it's a night that we're going to bring them back to their roots in the district, and they'll get to play for a night.
That's very cool. It's a very historic area, so it's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
cool to tie those things back together. Deep Deuce Sign and Underpass Project. What do we know about this?
Yeah, we have been working with this exactly like what Stacy said. Is like what's wonderful. This district has come together and kind of let us know what they want, and that's been our priority. So similar to the entrances into Bricktown, where you see the big Bricktown overpass signs, we're working on installing one on 2nd Street into Deep Deuce. So we have the funding. We've launched a GoFundMe campaign, and it's been awesome to see the public interact and participate and get involved in the district and actually contribute to that cause. And hopefully pretty soon we'll start seeing that sign go up. So
Very cool. I know
Yeah.
we had talked about, what's it called? A survey that you guys looked at for the walkability and signage and things like that.
yeah, we did that. We did that kind of specifically for Bricktown and along the canal. But we've really kind of taken that on as an objective as our organization is kind of like listening to what these stakeholders want and then making it a priority for us to see it accomplished.
It helps
So,
out the residents who go down there, or just the tourists, the visitors, but also helps out with branding and businesses in the whole area.
Exactly. So, and that's what that's what Deep Deuce has kind of told us what they want is they just want to be really branded and people to know what is going on at that destination. We think this sign will help.
And this particular project also kind of meets other needs of lighting issues. In that underpass at night, it gets really dark and almost the verge of scary, even though it's completely safe. But this project will also expand into an underpass lighting project. So as soon as the sign goes up, phase 2 will be working on funding for that bottom portion. So it's meeting needs and also adding just to the beauty of that district. And so we're really excited to see the whole project come to completion.
That's pretty great.
Lots going on downtown OKC. Mallory, Stacy, thanks so much. I know you guys have work
Thanks
to
for having
do.
us.
Yeah,
work
bye.
to do.
Oversee some
Gotta head
events
to,
and things.
gotta head to McNally's. Got some work to do.
Downtown OKC is the site. DowntownOKC.com is the site to go to for information on these events and plenty more. You guys have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.